Your reign on the top is short like leprechauns as I crush all you whack MCs and rapper thugs. That was fresh. Yeah. You can catch me in the Mecca, looking so mean. Blue Yankee fitted while I'm chilling with my team. Madison Square on the sideline screaming. Coach put me in and I'm on, now I'm beasting. Hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Oh yeah. Yo, you can catch me on the front line, looking like a sergeant. BX, all the way to Jersey, will be marching. SB, Cool D, Mellow, bring the squad in. Call me Ray Moses with the flow that I be parting. Pardon me while I shoot for the art when a nigga draws. I'm Ray Charles, eyes sharp when a nigga saw. Come on, dog, you can see a nigga pour. Feeling like fuck the world, my emotions too raw. My name rings bells, I'm kicking down your door. Think you super fly, I put you in disguise like a luchador. So international, my thoughts are on tour. Shorty loves the swag, gotta slurp it through the super straw. This shit was hot about a week ago. I'm AC mixed with Zach, you still screeching though. You can hate, you still peeping though. I be riding through my old hood, running. Now it's time to get it in, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard they wanted me to win, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard you thought that I was slacking, well it's time to do me. Shorty wants that satisfaction, well it's time to do me. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high.
Heroes Headquarters.
So it's like don't even worry about hip hop point of view. Don't worry about heroes. Like, talk to me now. Deal with me.
Deal with the bank.
Deal with
the bank.
Flow Empire.
Oh my FLO.
Oh, see.
There goes a fine. We got a fine. Our first fine of the month. September fine goes to Coach Hallett. Heroes Headquarters, hip hop point of view. What up?
Pow.
What's going down? Introductions. I'm E.
Bravo, Captain.
This is Coach.
And we got the big brother.
Bendito B bass.
Bendito.
Hi,
Bendito.
Yo, when you said it, you see how he looked at the mic, ready for the intro. He's like, yo, you ready for this? Bendito.
Bendito.
B bass.
Always gotta be ready.
Said it hard, like, yo.
Bendito, what up, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just happy to be alive. And it's always a good thing to know that I'm able to use something like my craft and music and try to share with everybody.
Absolutely, man.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. First of all, we always want to highlight our guests who come in early, man.
Yeah.
Come in early, on top of their game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Help me set up.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Help me set up.
There you go. Bendito said, I don't come early all the time, but when I do,
It's real early.
it's real.
Yeah, man.
So what was amazing when we were talking to you earlier, you were talking about all your musical gifts, right?
Yeah.
Now, are these some of the gifts that you just end up having, or your mother and father forced you to learn these instruments? Which one was it?
Nah, well, I think it was implanted in me ever since, like, in my mother's womb. Like, as soon as I came out, it was just Haitian music, Spanish music, Cuban music, jazz, and that just stuck with me, and just being able to hear that at a small age, and I remember just taking the kitchen spoons and just banging it all over the place.
Oh, you was getting ass
So
whipped.
that's when my mother kind of realized, like, all right, this boy is gonna have some music gifts in him. So I mean, she ain't whoop me, but she knew, like, I had it in me.
You just had to wash the spoon.
Yeah, wash the spoon. Yeah.
We wasn't eating out of those. But quick question, what we always find fascinating is, like, there's always like a period that it could go one way or the other way in that crossroad of finding your genius and your talent, right? So while you're banging on those spoons, somebody could be like, yo, stop playing, and whatever. But somebody could either watch it and be like, yo, this is a regular, he might have a gift. So who was the first one to be like, yo, you got a gift, and actually try to maybe highlight it.
Highlight.
You know, where you was a performer at the family functions.
Well, I would say like my moms and my brothers. Like honestly, like all my brothers are actually musicians, but I'm the only one that kind of just stuck with it.
Okay.
So you know, like my brother, my first brother, like the firstborn, he's a drummer, and my second brother that came after him played the guitar and the sax, and then the one before me, he plays drums and plays bass.
Wow.
And then me, I just like followed everything. And then, you know, my mom, she was always the choir director, leader, or, you know, just singing. So that kind of just felt in place with everything, like felt in tune. So music was in my house, even though everybody had like their jobs, you know, but music was always in the house. If my mother's cooking, she got to put that music on. That's what had it going. And like, we just realized like music was the only thing that brought healing for us, even though a lot of things did go on in my lifetime and my family, but music was like the one that kept us like together. So
That's amazing,
Nice.
man.
So he's the hybrid.
Yeah, man. He got
Yeah,
all of
he
them
got it.
together. He was groomed.
yeah.
You know, he formed Voltron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Came
how
out
he
the
did.
womb. He came out the womb singing and dancing.
You know what I
Singing,
mean?
dancing,
It's
ready.
like they's like, here's your baby.
With
Like,
his own drums.
in tune.
So what projects are you working on?
Right now, honestly, I'm working on like some EDM dance pop music. I'm
And what is EDM like?
EDM is like electronic music. So you got a lot of just up tempo dance pop, but what I'm trying to do is put in a lot of my roots in there.
Okay.
You know, like
The Afrocentric guys,
Afrocentric in there. Because a lot of people, I realize, you know, music is, you know, universal. So a lot of times you get like, you know, people listen to the same type of style of music every time.
Yeah.
And I hated it. So I was just like, it got to be something different
Like,
out
this is
there,
disgusting.
you know, for people to listen to. Because every venue you go to, a music festival, concert, whatever it was,
The same
like
music.
it's the same type of beat, same type of rhythm. And I'm just like, all right, like there has to be something that has to be done. So what I did was, you know, electronic dance music is there, but I'm just like, nah, let me put some, you know, some Haitian stuff in there, or let me put some Spanish stuff and some Cuban stuff. And a lot of times, like the way I grew up, you know, my family, yeah, they were like musicians, but I would also watch a lot of videos. So you had from Creole, from Cuban music, a lot of the stuff, especially with like congos and stuff. Like that's when I actually appreciated listening to Tito Puente, and he was, everybody know, like he was like the Congo dude,
Yeah.
always in there. So when I seen him doing the timing and grooving, and that's what stayed in my mind, and listening to like a lot of Creole or Afro music and Afro Latino music, and being able to use that type of style and put it into a different genre of music. So when people listen to it, they be like, oh snap, like, whoa, this is different. And I'm like, yeah, it gotta be different, because I don't want it to be the same. So that's what kind of helped me out.
Especially with that electronic music. It
Yeah.
can be very redundant.
Yeah, it could.
And give a headache.
Yeah, and
Give you a
cult-like.
headache, yeah.
But that's
It's
the
almost
thing.
like-
But it may give
It's
you a good time,
hypnotizing.
though.
Yeah.
Say it again?
It's sometimes to give you a good time. If you're in a club.
I mean, without the drugs? Or you mean
Yeah,
like-
that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Minus
With,
the drugs?
Minus-
with intoxication.
Good one.
Really?
Good
Really?
one.
Really?
Yes, because I don't
Good
partake
one.
in those
So you
activities.
listen to electronic music?
Yes, I do, and I don't partake in those activities, and I still have a good time.
Okay. I'm glad you announced that on,
Yeah.
on
I
public
appreciate
air,
that, at
right?
least.
But what electronic artists are you familiar with?
I don't know.
Okay, you do not
No,
listen to
no.
We got one.
No, I would
got
say
like-
though. No, I would say though. I think that we were talking about they're really big when I was living in Australia. Like that's just
yeah.
all of the type of music, and it was
Okay.
different from me and my ears because I never knew any of the artists that were playing, but it was the same,
the same-
beats
same
over
sound,
and over
yeah.
the same. And I was like, what? This is such a big difference from
Yeah.
the American culture. And then when we did play American cultured music, it was always Justin Bieber or like Selena or something. Like
Yeah.
they didn't play
Something
anybody else.
calm.
They were like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Something
play.
called because
Something-
after that.
Or something,
Yeah.
you know, reminiscent of, you know, them and their culture. So,
Yeah,
all right.
definitely.
That's interesting because I always, you know, those drums and those congos and those Afro roots music,
Yeah.
it's like first you can't deny it. You could put it in electronic music, you could put it in jazz, but you
Right.
can't deny it. It goes well with anything.
More than anything, yeah.
Yeah.
But to really incorporate it so that people can hear a different sound. How do you do that with like the way it's like so fast and banging? Like, do you speed up the drum of the Afro? Do you speed up the Congo?
Nah, it's like EDM or just dance pop music. Like I feel like people would listen to one particular electronic music where one person would just be doing a lot of bass or a lot of snare drum or whatever. But a lot of times you gotta understand, a lot of these like EDM artists, from what I realize, they're not like musicians. A lot of them are just, you know, they got the computer, they got the software, and that's how they do it now. You know
They're
what I
like
mean?
avatars.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm not knocking anybody, but when you're a musician and you know how to do placements, you know where to put this sound, you know how to incorporate this sound. You know, I listen to everything, so I'm always listening to like, okay, the bass, the snare drum, the congos, or what type of synth sound or what type of piano sound I want. Or, you know, I'm always playing sounds in my head. Or it could be, I don't know, the day of me doing laundry and I'm always listening to like the sound from the machine or sirens, and I'm just like, how can I incorporate that into the sound? Wow. So I'm always hearing sounds everywhere. Like even if it's like something knocking or somebody tapping, I try to incorporate that. So from a musician's standpoint, I just understand that if you're not a musician, you may or may not be able to incorporate the music, like the type of music that you want.
That natural
live stuff.
Gotcha.
But I mean, anybody could push buttons and do this. But I'm like, if you could sit down and learn how to play the keyboard, and not saying, you know, it may take time for some people, that's fine. But the keyboard, if you can play the bass, the drums, that's fine. But that's just for me. Like, and for anybody else that wants to try to progress in learning to add the sounds of every type of genre of music into one genre, man, you gotta be able to play some type of instrument. Like that's just, for me, that's just the way to go. But for, you know, there's a lot of artists that made it that far without even playing anything.
But
you know,
what I want to say is two things. DJ Sin also said the same thing when we had him on the show. He was talking about EDM, and he was like, same thing. They pushing buttons. It really you, and as a musician or an artist or somebody passionate about the craft, you feel a certain type of way because they're taking the easy route, really, and they're taking away from your showcase now, because somebody want to hear that, and you just, like, anybody could push buttons and everything, and I think that's the problem. And I think, like, when you have a talent and a skill and a gift, you have the right to feel some type of way when somebody's cheating.
Well, let me ask this question to you now, right? Bendito, I love when we have these conversations. It's just so great. And you're here so you can kind of, like, you know, judge it because you're not biased. So those that kind of like rely on the digital and the electronic sounds, you don't feel they have a skill or a talent?
This question is me or no, because you did say no. Time out. You did say Bendito at first, and then he was like,
I mean, I'll answer.
I don't
it's
know.
Cool. Yeah.
But I think
about both of you then.
I think in the way it is kind of cheating. I think it is kind of because.
But you can cheat and have a skill.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think.
Do you
think it's a skill? The question is, do you think it's a talent or not?
Or skill?
I don't think it's a talent. I think maybe it's practice.
Maybe it's a skill that they've developed.
But it's
not a talent.
Not really. Not
even a skill either.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Nah.
Trying to help you out there, but no,
I don't think so.
he refused that. Okay.
I think it is a skill that they practice, even if it is cheating. You have to learn how to do that in order to be successful in that genre. So it is a skill, but it's not talent.
Is it technically a skill too? But I mean, because if you're just pushing buttons, right? And
you have to know which button to pick.
Anybody, basically everybody can kind of catch the sound of a rhythm. You know, catch the rhythm.
Everybody,
of something. So not everybody. I'm gonna say basically everybody, but you can kind of catch rhythm here and there. So if you press a button, it's like doom, 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 and you press another one, dim, 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 dim. It doesn't really take that much skill to put it some way to sound, because you can just, and because of the atmosphere, people.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense what you're saying. I agree with that. It makes sense what you're saying. Bendito, what do you think?
I mean, the thing is, like I said, I'm not knocking anybody.
I'm
not knocking anybody, you know. But like for me, like if I'm at home and I'm creating music, obviously I'm not gonna be banging drums in my house because you know it ain't gonna happen. But what I do is I incorporate like all the sounds that I want and obviously put it into like Logic or Pro Tools or whatever, and I sync everything into my keyboard. So obviously there's the drums, the snare, everything on there. But like if I go into the studio, a lot of times I'll do most of the things on like live drum. If I need the bass, then I'll add the sound, keyboard, whatever. But the good thing is with the programs that they have to create the music, I wouldn't say it's cheating in a way because obviously you need that in order to create the music that you need. But I'm just saying, like, personally, like, everyone is different. That's fine. But for me, in order for me to create music, I got to, like, plan it out. Like, I got to play on the keyboard. I got to play it on the bass, see what sounds I love, see where the sound is. So a lot of times what I do, I always start out with, like, the bass kick or the snare. Or sometimes I'll start off with, like, a big synth sound to try to see what melody I want. So, a lot of the artists that, you know, that's just pushing buttons, I mean, a few of them do have talent, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's just everything now is so digital. You know, it's like if you could do it on the keyboard, you could do everything on there, then what's the point of going into the studio to, like, create your music? But some people, you know, just have that mindset where it's just like, yo, I'm good. You know, I could do everything on this. But some people are still old school, so they go into the studio and just use everything live instrument.
So what would you say? Would you go with skill, talent? Do you feel like it's a skill or a talent, or it's not?
Practice.
Man, I mean, it's a skill.
I'm sorry, I'll get back to you.
Yeah. It's a skill, and there's some people like.
Do you feel it's talent?
I mean, there's some people that are talented that's using it. Okay. You know, same thing for me. Like, I still use those. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say like there probably is some people that have the skills for it, but that they're not talented. It's just they just have everything in front of them and they can just create the music. So, but there are people that are talented and still using that, you know, the programs to create the music. So, I mean, I just feel like everybody in a way is still talented, but in their own way of how they perceive it. So,
yeah, I feel
political correct answer. I like that.
You know, I do. I kind of agree. I agree with Bendito. One, it is a skill if you do it enough to the point where you're adept at it. You know what I mean? Where somebody can come to you and say, yo, can you do A, B, and C? And you can whip it up. Like, pop, 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 pop. I know where all the buttons are, pop, pop, pop. And there are people out there who are like worldwide leaders and just making that go. Yeah. So that's a skill. You know what I mean? Whether you learned it by reading the manual or you messed with it enough.
To kind of learn.
Yeah, it's a skill because you can, you know, in whatever we call skill, it's something that you know how to do well at an expert level, blah, blah, blah. Now, talent, with that skill, talent can come out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, some people, there's some digital producers that have made some amazing stuff. Yeah. And that you can't get that amazing stuff without some type of musical inclination. You know what I mean? You need something musical to turn that digital sound into something great. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying, Bro. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, going against you, but
no, I get it.
You're more like, you know, that natural learning music is such a talent. That's just an amazing talent. When you see people pick up guitar, bing, 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 drum, boom, 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 piano, boom, like that, like, you know, that's hand to instrument, and that's a symbiotic relationship between that. That's real. But when when the computer's doing majority, when your hand is just touching and it does all of the stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to It's funny because we've seen the difference of producing, you know what I'm saying, MPCs, and all of that. We've seen the difference of that, and a lot of people who's making beats now, they can't use an MPC. You know what I'm saying? They see it. Some of them probably don't even know what it is. They just heard about it.
But at the same time, you got to look at you tell me, Bendito, somebody like Pete Rock, who will not necessarily make the beat from scratch, will chop up a bunch of different things and then bring a drum to it and then put the medley together and now it's like some of the most amazing songs.
Yeah,
that's in the hip hop culture.
I think that's a gift. I think that's gift because
according to you earlier, that wouldn't have been a talent.
No. But
Pete Rock, you listen to Pete? Pete, you listen to Pete?
But Pete is different though because Pete really did a lot of instrument stuff. You know what I'm saying? Worked off of things like that. So to get that,
so his foundations were there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you feel about sampling? And we'll go against. Sampling, we'll go with everybody, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about sampling and Bendito then Shantae? What do you feel about sampling?
I like sampling. I always like
it. Even though they're taking away probably another musician's.
Yeah, they're taking away another musician's joint. Mm-hmm. But a lot of great people who know how to sample and know exactly when to cut the record and and when to catch that loop and everything, they take it and then they make it all into a whole nother sound.
Yeah.
So then when you hear people play this hip hop version and then they hear the original, they be like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was that. Because they took, they hear that little piece and they take that piece and they cut and they loop that. And so that.
But that's a digital, right? That's an MPC or digital format that they've broken. And
it is, but it's not just pushing buttons. It's a different. He understands what I'm saying.
Wait, let me put it like this.
Let's ask him.
All right, so I did I just released like this remix I did for Calvin Harris and Rihanna. Right, This Is What You Came For.
I like that sound.
And
I like that.
what I did was my main thing. If I'm going to do remixes, I'm just using the vocals. And I'm gonna do the whole production like on my own sound, like add or incorporate like my own sound.
How come?
I mean, the thing is, when I listen to some remixes now, they technically sound the same like the original. And I mean, look, if it's gonna sound the same as the original, then don't do the remix. But a lot of times, if you listen to the original and they do the remix, it's gonna be like the same style, same flow, but they'll probably add like an extra bass or some trap beat to it or something. But I'm just like, nah, like if you're gonna use the vocals or use the sample of the vocals, like do your own production, do your own sound. So that's what I did. So when I dropped it, I had somebody hit me up, was like, yo, this is like some dance pop, jazz, soulful, Caribbean type thing in there. And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't want it to sound the same as what Calvin Harris did. You know what I mean? So
so do you incorporate some of the original rhythms of the regular? Oh wow.
Nah.
That's incredible.
Like my thing is like I said, for me it's like if we're gonna do the remix should be different. Like even though if you're using the vocals, man,
that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? It was just a complete
different thing, yeah. So a lot of the remixes they have now is just it's kind of like the same rhythm, same groove. So I'm just like, nah, let me put a spin to it. And that's like one of my favorite songs that I told myself, like, yo, I want to do a remix to this. But I had it locked up in my Logic because I was working on my single. So I was just like, I'm going to drop the single, but then something told me, like, nah, drop the remix and then do the single. So I'm just like, all right. So I went back into Logic and I was like, nah, I got to do something. And then I already had like the time and the groove that I wanted. And I just got on the keys and started adding some stuff. And I was just like, all right, this is going to be totally different. So to me, it just shows like, I think people would appreciate you more because they like, yo, he worked hard, did, some different type of vibe to the song. Put some stuff into it. And like, I wanted to add a lot of like my roots into it too. So it could be some instruments that are not incorporated in music today, but use it now. You know what I mean?
Because like when they doing a remix, like you like when they do the remix now, like Tory Lanez, he's done a lot of stuff with, like there's no changing of the original production.
It's hard.
It's just him. So then you start comparing.
It's just a slight.
Then you start comparing him to the original, and you're like, I don't really like this because you know what I'm saying. So now you're doing yourself injustice. Now you're killing yourself. And then another thing. Damn, I just lost the whole frame.
Let me ask Shantae though. Shantae, what do you feel about like the sampling of these songs that are completely official, recorded, mastered songs that people are taking over and making into?
I have mixed feelings about it, only because of a certain song that's out right now that's blowing up, and even though it's very successful, I enjoy the original better because it was just so many Memories. Maria was like,
oh yeah.
I mean,
Carlos said
that hits home. And then I listened to Wild Thoughts. I'm like, it's a whole different song, but to me, it's the same exact beat. Thing, so I'm like.
So Bendito, you did Wild Thoughts, am I correct? Nah.
That's on my list too. But I gotta highlight Santana.
So it's the same thing. So it's pretty much the same thing, and there's just a little change here and there.
Or I think about remixes that are the same exact song, and they throw an artist on there to put on a half a verse.
Oh, half a verse, like
and now it's a remix. And to me, I'm like, how is that remix?
Yeah, it's just they're just
it's an add-on.
It's
an add-on.
That's a bonus track.
So Slims, we have to now find out what we're gonna call stuff. Is that an add-on? Is that a remix? Is that a?
Let's start calling that the add-on.
The add-on. That's an add-on.
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 Bonus track.
And what Bendito's doing is a whole that has to be a whole other name too. Because if you just take the vocals,
I'm just saying the vocals,
and put a whole other beat on it.
It's almost like a
part two. It's a part two. Exactly.
It's almost like a new creation of blending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it does take time. Like I said, you got to be able to use or get the music that you want to work on and think about like, yo, how you gonna do this?
And then it got to match.
And the timing, the notes, the key, because vocals already there. So you're like, man, now I got to do something. So it's like, for me, I'm always thinking. And the nighttime is my thing. Like I don't sleep. The nighttime is when I get a lot of my ideas.
That
you know what I mean? And then I'm staying up and just like, snapping my fingers or doing something on the table, and I'm just thinking about like Congo mix or some, and I'm always playing sounds with my mouth, just trying to get everything grooving. So that song, I was just like, yo, if I'm gonna do any remix, I gotta make sure that people appreciate it, and I put my all into it. So
now, if you slow down, let's suppose the vocals are a little fast, right? If you slow down the vocals, is that kind of like still changing?
Nah, I mean, if you got a good vibe for it, like a good sound for it, then I think you could still rock with it. I don't think the time, I don't think it would be a problem. But for most people, if they know a certain vocal or a certain song that's supposed to go this timing, they're expecting it to go that timing, or with just a different beat. But like if you slow it down, but the beat is dope, then
that may change the game.
It may change the game, and people be like, "Damn, I didn't know I could do this to this song."
And now that's when a gift comes in, because everybody can't. No, true. Everybody can't do that. Catch that rhythm and know when to blend it in like
especially
that.
With the vocals.
Like prime example is the other night with Breakbeat Lou. He did the Biggie with Amy Winehouse, and it sounded dope. I mean, that could have been a remix, like a straight remix. Like it was dope, and I was like, "Yo, that sound like how did he?" And they caught it, everything, because
everything was on time.
Everything was on timing. Everything is on time.
It's interesting too. And I forgot the song with 50 that he did. Beat the I don't want to be vulgar.
I know what song you're talking about. Thanks.
It's beat to something up. We do curse on the show, but I just don't feel comfortable right now.
Thank you.
Doing that.
I'm a savior of the Lord.
So thank you. God is good.
All the time.
All the time. And all the time, God is good.
Amen.
Thank you. Slims, thank you.
Amen.
Take the wheel.
Yeah.
So, it's take the mic when you're on the radio show. Take the mic. Slims. Reverend Slims, I'm going to start calling him. So that song, when 50 did the rhyming part, it was cool. But the singing version is a whole nother song. This your song. Like when he sings it all out, it's a completely different song. So it's like, sometimes the vocals, as opposed to the lyrics, will change the whole, and the same beat, but just changes the singing part. And shout to Rand Christian.
Yeah.
Because Rand is that type of artist. Like he's the type of artist that he could jump on a hip hop song and kind of like
the R&B flow.
And R&B flow through it.
And match it.
And it wouldn't miss a beat. So that's real. But what we're gonna do now? But you said you have mixed feelings about sampling, but you didn't say. So that's the mixed is the Carlos Santana joint. So what's the other feeling where you think it's okay?
Like the other night, I was listening to SZA, Shout out to SZA. And she had a song, and I think it was called 2 a.m. And then the song started. The lyrics are totally different. And in my mind, I'm like, I heard this beat. Where did this beat come from? Wait, so I'm trying to recollect where, and it was Party Next Door, Come and See Me. And I was like, wow, I would have not really guessed that was the same, or she sampled that song. And I said, wow, she did a really great job because all the lyrics were different. And then I think about the 2 a.m. and then Come and See Me. So I was like, okay, I see where she was trying to go with it. But I enjoyed that mix, and I enjoyed where it takes a while for me to get the remix. Not like as soon as you hear the beat, I know where I got that one from. I have to listen to the song, and I was like, okay, I kind of now I have to remember and actually use my brain. Now I'm like, as soon as the beat drop, it's the same exact beat as another song. It's no work.
Makes sense. So we're gonna get into our signature game. You know what I mean? And as a person whose ear is inclined for sounds and
we gonna see now
and pronunciations.
Sorry, I didn't tell you about this before coming.
You know what I'm
surprise.
Sad.
She said surprise.
Bendito. Let's get ready for rhyme
you sound like you feel sorry for Bendito. Listen.
Bendito.
Bendito.
All right.
Yeah, that's the sound.
There you go. Shout out to one of our guests, Little Miss Calloway. She got a game called Rhyme Antics, and it kind of like helps you with your vocabulary. But we kind of use it with the guests, just to have some fun, get the hip hop vibe going.
So that's fine.
Yeah, let's do it. I know you wrote some in your life. You know what I mean? You wrote some lyrics.
All day.
So here's what we're going to do. If there's an easy, there's an intermediate, there's an intellectual. Which one would you like? We're going to give you, since you're so inclined.
Okay.
Because I don't even know how this game starts, so we got to start with easy.
Okay, all right. Start with
and
easy.
then I might skip the rest if I get the hang of it. So.
Okay, all right. There we go.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, he's like that.
Ooh.
If
He's like that. He gifted like that.
He get ready to get
All right.
He gifted like that.
Did you tell him the rules?
He
Yeah,
gifted
what's
like
the
that.
So when he picks the card, you got the card out?
Yeah.
So the rules are very simple.
Yeah.
The sentence that you say, you're supposed to rhyme the last word with another sentence. So for example, I Bendito, she
No.
She met Tito.
Huh?
She met Tito.
I love the drums of Puente Tito.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you kind of incorporate it.
Puente Tito.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man?
Use your skills.
That's RawDeal? Oh, what's going on, big bro?
RawDeal is
All right.
in the house. Straight from Phil's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to go with easy.
Let's see.
Pick one.
Pick a card. And you can't flip it over.
Oh, I can't flip it over.
No, because it's going to have all
Because it
of
has
the
the
choices.
answers, the words. It has the words on the back. So read the sentence.
All right, so it says you have to stop.
You have
Okay.
to stop. Okay,
Yeah.
so the sentence will be rhyming with
Stop.
Okay.
has to end with stop.
Oh, it has to end with stop or word
No, it
that
has
rhymes
to
with stop.
Word that rhymes with stop.
All right, so I'm rapping it or I'm just saying it.
Say
Oh.
it.
You
Oh,
can-
rap
Oh,
it.
You
yeah,
can rap it. It's a
I'm
rap
just like-
game.
Is that
live your
right?
life.
I'm the champion, so let's see
Oh,
if
you
you
the
can.
champ? Nah, I'm
Yes.
You are.
Bravo.
I won like 3 in a row.
No, you did not, bro.
I won last week.
No, you did
No,
not.
you did
come
not.
on, bro.
I'm the champ.
How is she the champ?
She is a champ.
No,
Let's
she
go.
not. Oh, no. Oh, we taking tally now?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right, go.
That's it.
All right, you have to stop. Bro, are you listening to yourself? Use a flop.
Ooh, pass
Use
the
a
mic.
flop. Okay.
And I'ma just let it drop.
Drop. Okay. Sometimes you want your song to pop.
Sitting in my car in my drop top.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Keep
So,
going.
we got to keep going?
Yeah,
Yep,
because
until
you're the
the timer.
timer.
Oh, man. Hello, Miss Daisy. Can I get on top?
Oh!
Somebody said top already.
Oh, somebody
Wait,
said
no.
top?
She
said
said
top.
top. You said
Oh, yeah,
top.
I just said
Oh, you said top?
Yeah, yeah.
My drop
Oh.
top.
See what the time, where that time at? I'm just checking whoever that hits on.
Somebody had dropped.
Yep.
I was in math class and there was this thing called plot.
No. He's stuck.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang. Ooh,
I was
cop.
gonna say mop.
Yeah,
Oh, mop was up there. Cop,
chop.
drop,
Man,
flop, hop.
come on,
Ooh,
man.
hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop.
Duh.
Oh,
Mop,
that-
plop,
we
prop,
stupid.
flop.
I don't.
We're stupid.
We stupid. Nobody said hip hop. I'd heard. What kind of show was this?
I mean, it was coming.
What show was this?
We didn't even say
What's this? Classic
Coming
jazz?
to here.
We even go right to the foundation.
Wow.
All right.
Good
So
job,
boom.
Bus.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna go to intermediate.
It's about to be crazy. This is sad.
No.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, it's me. It's me go.
All right.
It's me go.
Okay.
Migos.
Oh, I got a good one.
Oh,
This is bad.
am I ready to go?
Wait.
Yeah, go.
Ready? Go.
Drop that time. I broke my nose,
Go.
and I'ma still keep going, and I'ma water with the hose.
Okay. Sometimes in hip hop it's
Ooh.
about flows.
Ooh. What do I suppose?
Why your head as big as your toes?
Oh my God, this is gonna get so hard.
I'ma double up because I chose and then I rose.
Oh, did too.
Yeah. I'm knocking Shantae out of here. Get out of here. You're done.
I thought I saw those polo shirts. I think they were Young Dros.
Ooh. Don't mess with me. I don't got enough holes in my well.
Wait,
No. Did somebody say holes? No.
Yeah.
He said
Holes, not holes.
No, he said holes.
Oh, she's saying holes.
I don't have any holes in my
okay.
shirt.
Is that
Okay.
Holes.
Hoes is not it. No, because
Why would I say-
it's because HO. The word was.
You don't know.
Well, he used the water hose, and then
Yeah.
you use
Holes.
holes, right? But that's
What was the initial word?
he used.
No.
I broke my nose.
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 So it's OSE,
Yeah.
not OLE.
Yeah.
Oh, so you.
Yeah, you stop.
But then that number, why would it be closed then?
Because
CLOSE.
Oh,
But your
Because the-
word ain't up there.
it's OSE.
Excuse me.
But the
Your
sound.
word ain't
the
up there.
sound.
Bang bang.
Bravo.
Your
You're
word
such a
ain't
hater.
up there.
Bravo
You
is
said
such
you
a
was
hater.
chill.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
that's it. I'm
The
going
sound.
for the
The
title now.
O's, the O sound,
All
but the
right.
O
All right.
L.
For the title
All right.
now. Listen.
Let's go intellectual. All right.
After the show, we friends.
Okay.
But right now,
Ready.
So we're going into intellectual.
Let's
man.
go. Now I'm ready.
I help me, Jesus, help me. All right.
imagine that came up. Help me, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, this might look
All right,
hard.
this one.
Give him the mic.
man.
Let me get that.
What?
Oh,
That's
man.
hard.
I danced at the Jubilee.
Jubilee.
At the Jubilee.
Ooh, that one's tough.
I got one. I can
I
start
got
it off.
I got
No,
it.
it's too
I
late.
got
You don't
one.
need to
I
start
can
off.
start it
If
off.
he can't pass it, he can't pass it.
Wait. Oh, boy.
Jubilee.
Jubilee. Damn, my rhymes is sick. Probably. Can I use that?
Probably. Blee.
Really?
Take it in.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's Blee.
Really?
Jubilee. Blee.
Probably.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna be kicking this just like Bruce Lee. Lee.
No.
Lee.
It's Blee.
No.
Blee.
No, give me the mic.
Blee.
No.
Nah, he
Blee.
can-
Wait. Let me go.
Okay.
so-
I don't want y'all to drop.
I got something incredibly.
Incredibly. Bravo thinks he's better than me, but I do not agree.
No, it was
Yes, it
agree.
is. Yes, it is. I swear to God.
I
Watch.
check the word. Check it now. Now check it from the back.
Check it.
What you got? What you got?
Agree.
Oh, bang, bang.
Appointee. Oh, man.
Oh, so that was different. Okay. All
Four-seed
right. So,
nominee, marquee,
Marquee.
guaranteed.
So the sound was
Oh,
E.
guaranteed.
I could have used the nominee and marquee.
Guaranteed.
So the sound was E. I thought it was Bully. I thought it was Bully. So that's
I
why
definitely won.
All right,
that
clap it
round.
up. Clap it up.
Thank
Good
you.
shot. Good
All
shot.
right. That's what I'm
Bravo's
talking
such
about.
a hater.
I'm-
I won.
Thanks for being a
I
good
got
sport.
this. Nah,
Bendito,
man.
you know what I
tied.
mean?
We tied.
I gotta get that
Tied?
game.
Okay,
I gotta
you
get
can be
that
tied.
Yeah,
game.
it's a cool game, man. Just to have some fun. We like
Next
to bring it on the
time.
show with the guests.
I'll be prepared. Don't worry.
So, Bendito, first of all, tell us how to get in contact with you, and what you're working on right now.
You want my number or something?
if you want to
If you want to get it to the people.
Nah, y'all can check me out on Instagram. It's Bendito B Bass. Twitter, same thing, Bendito B Bass. SoundCloud, same thing, Bendito B Bass. Facebook, same thing. Everything is
You got
Bendito
MySpace?
B Bass.
Okay.
BENDITOBBASS.
And if you want to mail him something,
On MySpace.
it's the same thing.
Bendito be based.
At Blase.
Thanks
At
for
Blase
coming
Blase.
early.
P.O. Box.
Thanks for coming early. Thanks for taking the time.
Nah, no
Thanks
doubt,
for help
man.
setting up.
Appreciate
Word
y'all. You see, I love to help people, so that's something told me to come in early because I was gonna need my help. So
Bravo.
Let's do it.
help.
Let's do it. We
Yeah.
got RawdealSquad in here. We're gonna get y'all right into the mix.
All right.
We're gonna just shuffle real quick. What's up, big fellas? How we doing? I see you got the bags. Y'all ain't going back to Philly, it look like.
They
All right.
stay.
So get them in here.
Yeah, man.
It's just it's 3 of y'all?
Yeah.
All right. So Rob comes in back.
That place. Yeah. Respect the code. I live and die by the G code. You don't comply, you finito. Or pro catch a play, thread the needle. What's dirty, can't clean out, we legal. Break bread and spread love with my people. Be cool, no bad vibes, keep it peaceful. Beware them snakes, they deceitful. No hate, I don't hear, speak evil. I've been front line since I jumped off the porch. Grind got no chill, so the streets stay on scorch. Root of all evil, cash rules, no remorse. Struggle is real, no risk, no reward. Hustle, ambition, no grind, no glory. Seen it or live it based on a true story. We out your blue lights around coming for me. No fabrication, trillness mandatory. Fakers a mockery, deal with them properly. Westside camaraderie, built a monopoly. Mission and plot to be cashing like lottery. Quake to be shockingly solid, shit rock with me. Mix up relentless, pursuing this dope. 365 plotting how to get more. Duck off and stroke, pillow talking, no note. What's understood, don't explain, say no more. I live and die by the G code. You don't comply, you finito. Or pro catch and play, thread the needle. What's dirty, can't clean out, we legal. Break bread and spread love.
Heroes headquarters. Heroes. Heroes headquarters.
Yeah. We welcome back. We back.
Mic check. There we go.
1 2 1 2.
Here we go.
Everybody sound good?
Sounding good.
There you go.
Straight from Philly.
Raw Deal Squad, what up, man? How y'all doing, man?
What's good?
Blessed, man. Good to be here. Feels good.
That's what's it.
Thanks for coming out all the way
Thanks
from
for
Philly,
having us.
man. This
That's
is a
what's
big
up.
deal, man. We'll make sure, our Philly brethren, you know what I'm saying?
They shot
all
on that
comfortable.
highway ASAP. Dude. They was like, yo. They was hearing me like, yo, we not. I was like, yo, just show up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just show up.
We love Philly, man. They show us a lot of love out there, so
Appreciate
it's
that,
absolutely
man. We love
gotta
being
get that
in
right.
NY.
It's
What's
a perfect
up?
way to start off the end of the summer, man. Coming close to the fourth quarter. So
That's
Yeah.
what it
making
is.
these moves.
Last
what it
quarter,
is.
last
Love
quarter.
coming out here. And
That's what it
just for
is.
the record, we love coming out NY all day, no matter what borough it is, where it's at. We love coming
That's
out.
what
here,
it is,
right?
man.
That's right.
So introduce yourselves. I'm gonna go with next to Rob. Who you got?
I go by the name of Rob Stashes.
Rob Stashes, got you.
And I go by the name Jimmy Bones. You might hear me, Jimmy B, Jimbo Slice.
Jimbo
Scotty
Slice.
Pimpin'.
I like that.
Jimbo Slice.
So
One of
go
them
with.
names.
So explain the names. Rob Stashes. Where you get that from?
Well, my name Rob Stashes basically is Stash His. The way I spell it is STASHIZ. So it's basically like Stash His, Stash Hers. Just what I'm saying.
Stash is
Just
okay.
keeping it in the tuck.
Ooh.
Okay. And Jimbo Slice. Go to it.
Well, basically, Jimmy, it comes from my government name, which is, everybody know James,
Short for Jim. Okay.
Yeah, but basically that, and I got that name way before the movement came out. My sister, she used to, I was always bony growing up, so my sister called me Jimmy Bones, so that's basically how I got that name.
Jim Bones. Sound like a
Jim
football
Bones, yeah.
player, legendary football player. That's real. So Raw Deal Squad, right? The picture has 3 of y'all. So who's that's him? That's him over there. Okay.
Yeah, that's brother.
That's 6
back there.
6
yeah.
over there.
That's
Is he a
man-
DJ? Is he the DJ?
No, he part
Oh,
of
he just has a
management.
good side. He takes a picture because he
Yeah.
has a good side on the picture.
You gotta ask him what he is on a certain days.
Oh,
Some days he the
change
driver,
up.
the security. You
Yeah.
know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
Manager,
Photographer,
chef.
manager.
Chef.
Executive producer.
Yeah, he like
Okay.
Bo Jackson. Up there.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up, man. So
man of many hats.
many hats. So how did the movement come about? You know what I mean? Raw Deal Squad seems like that name is real significant. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
sounds like you're trying to make a particular point with
Major
that Raw
impact.
Deal Squad.
Right.
So what's up? What's up with that?
Basically, that's up. Rob Stashes. I started that about 10, 15 years ago.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I'm saying? But it originally started like it was just couple of us just running in the streets, just, you know what I'm saying, just calling ourselves Raw Deal League. And then as we got into the music, messing with the music, and people branched off, we shortened the name down to RawdealSquad. And you know, we just started going hard like the last 10 years, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to get that brand out there, and keeping it raw as far as with the music, and you know, coming from the essence of just being you, being authentic, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
That's real, man.
That's
Philly's sound is such a raw deal,
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the Philly sound,
Situation out there in Philly.
yeah. Always it seems like.
Yeah.
So how does kind of like the music reflect, you know, how y'all came up? Is it, you know, the content about describing what's going on? Is it change what's going on? What's the content like?
Yeah, it's basically all that, like about things that we go through in life, and you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's just being you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that go on out in the streets, and whatever you just going through in life, you know, don't be afraid to talk about it. Just, you know, keeping it raw. And sometimes you get them raw deals from just being raw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't see the vision and stuff that you trying to do, but we just believe in the music that we make, and you know, we're not trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah, like, cause it's like me, I see so many images, I mean, so many gimmicks, and it's like so many facades and acts, but it's like with us, it's like what you see is what you get. It's like we don't have to put on no type of front for anything,
Right.
for any type of attention. Like, we just put our natural heart and everything what we do in our music.
Even in conversation, like we just going to keep it straight up raw. Like,
everything.
Basically.
No filter up in here.
no filter.
No
you
filter.
know.
So you know, every group has their dynamics, right? You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So let's go into like the inner workings of the dynamics. Who's the taskmaster? Who's the it got to get done? Ain't playing no games.
Oh, we all be on our job. We don't.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we push each other. We all motivate
Okay.
each other, but we always on go mode. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the one
no
that
slackers over here.
it's like who's the one that lightens the mood? You know what I mean? Oh, so you the lighten the mood. Okay. Every group has that
I mean,
dynamic.
I did just steal that credit, but you know, we compliment each other basically, and
Exactly.
we compliment each other.
They had them
Like,
days.
That's good because you know it kind of makes everything go. You know what I mean? That's the salad.
Right.
The salad got all those little pieces, and that makes it jump. So I'm looking at the T-shirts, right?
Right.
And I see like the suits on, right?
Yeah.
What made y'all go with the suits? Kind of like was it a mean business situation?
That's what it meant.
No, I'm the guy off the bat. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's lightening the mood.
Lightning the mood
Lightening
with
the
the
mood
back.
right there with the back, just in
Yeah.
case. Yo.
That
So
logo
if
pretty
anything
much
go down,
for anybody that really know, like the logo was my idea, but for anybody that know the name Raw Deal, like it really came from Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I was a
movie?
big
The
friend.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
I was a big fan of his growing up. You know what I'm saying? Terminator and all that, Commando.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, before he got into the politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was cool, but the logo pretty much, it was just one guy in a bat in his hand. You know what I'm saying? In
And the briefcase.
in the briefcase in the other, but the whole demeanor is all about business.
Okay.
The bat is protecting the briefcase. You know what I'm saying? So as we came together and incorporated, and like I said, we got another member, my little brother Azriel DiCaprio, but he dealt with cerebral palsy and all that.
wow.
So
Okay.
you know what I'm
Shout out.
saying? Like
Bless
certain
him.
trips, certain. When we go hard, sometimes it's legs, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just fall back, we hold it down. You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
dope.
that's
Still a
dope.
soldier, though.
that's the third guy. So you know, that's how the 3-man came up from the one.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah,
Shout out to him, man.
yes sir.
Yeah, shout out to Azriel, man. Still a soldier.
Yeah.
That's right.
The one thing I notice about Philly is I think Philly might be the most competitive state rhyming wise, more than NYC. And I think is because a lot of Philly MCs, I've never really heard a whack Philly MC yet.
They
You
out
know what I'm
there.
saying?
They out there.
Because no. I mean, they might be out
no
there,
names, but
they might be whack to you know, because you're out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all the MCs that I've heard from Philly, I've really never heard anybody whack that has came to the forefront.
That's
that
what's
has
up.
been showcased to the forefront.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And another thing I realized about Philly is that there's always a team. Like MC, who is the last or the single besides Cassidy? I don't think
even
anybody.
he had it. Even
He had a team
it was
before
behind
that.
the scenes, but
But
he
you see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He
And they
had a
always
team.
come with a team. And like New York, you know, it's not like that.
I would say as far as Philly is concerned, probably the team. But as far as Pennsylvania is concerned, like I think Khalif was
yeah.
was probably the only like independent,
that's
and maybe
it.
Mac Miller. But it is interesting that Philly cats come squatted up. You know what I mean? They just do you know? Is it the brotherly love, city of brotherly love thing?
He's looking like.
Is it that's how y'all gotta
think
stick
it's the
together to hold it
brotherly love.
down?
He's like,
You think it's brotherly
Hey
love?
man,
but it is love though.
It's
Well,
love.
What is
It's
that about?
definitely
What's that
love.
about the crew thing?
Yeah, that's
definitely
basically what it is. It's like a brotherhood in that city. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter like who you rocking with, like everybody try to be unified up no matter what team it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it is, you know. And then Philadelphia is known for the one of the biggest cities of the Muslims. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Okay.
So
It's a lot.
that's how
Just
it's
like-
a lot that come with it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Just like any
okay.
other city though, like we got our drama, our trouble like that, but it definitely is some love and some brotherly love.
Yeah. And all we
Like-
trying to do is like when we look at like down south, like even when we study New York, cause you know that's what I came up off in New York. You know what I'm saying? So even with that, like you got people that move around. You know what I'm saying? And move around with their teams, but you just gotta make sure them teams is about the business.
That's what I want to use my platform. Like that's what I want to use this platform as music for. Is to when I gradually build up to the level where when it would be like, it ain't got to be about this team against this team against that team. We can all come together, build something, make it happen. Like I just did this show with these rock and roll cats last week.
Right.
And that was electric. Like shout out Maul by Bear, shout out Commencement, Gutter Life. Gutter Life actually from Long Island, New York too. Shout out them. But the whole environment, the whole experience there was just so lovely because like me and my mom came to that show too, and a couple other of my fans, whatever. But out of us, we were like the only black people in the crowd. But that didn't make a difference. Like nobody's in there worried about race. Nobody's in there putting our music down. We wasn't putting their music down. It was all love in that building.
Yeah.
And that's like I love having stuff like that because
Was
the
that
way.
in Philly?
Yeah, it was in Philly, down South Philly, and I'll be at that venue again October 13th. But just the way what this country is going through right now with all the turmoil and racism, like that really felt good to be in the midst of
To
something
bring
like
that
that.
together, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this
So-
attacking that
It's
separation.
music, man.
Right.
So how's the show game like? Like, you know what I mean? Is it more like rehearsals? Do you go off the vibe? How did you plan it out?
Honestly, me personally, I don't do too much rehearsing, and that's
So
something I
you just
should
a show,
do. But
you
it's
just a
like
walking
that's
show.
that's how the feeling is so natural. When I get on stage, it's like it's natural. Like the music.
And to say we don't rehearsal, like not that we don't rehearsal, but
Niggas,
you know what I'm saying?
that.
Yeah, let's clear that up. Like
Practice. Practice.
because we
Practice.
every day we spitting, like even if we just practicing, just messing around with the bars off the top of the dome, like we always we stay listening to our music and all that, so it's like we always ready.
Oh,
You know what I'm
But
saying?
when it comes to like getting ready for like the last show I did, like I didn't even have my songs ready for the set until maybe 2 nights. I remember I'm hitting them up like, yo, all right. It's like a day before the show. I'm like, yo, I need to get the music together. It's that and third. Like I didn't do like no type of preparations. Like I already knew the songs I was going to do, and I just went
you
out
just
there
got
and
it
did what I
there
had
and
to
got
do.
it done.
Yeah.
That's hot. So, and you mentioned something about like preparing, like your lyrics. So, how do y'all do songs? For songs, is it more like listen to the beat, get the vibe? Do you have a lot of rhymes prepared, looking for the beat? What's your process?
Me, I be having a lot of rounds prepared because usually my writing process, I like to write without the music. Like I need to have quietness. You know what I'm saying? Like I could hear the beat first and just have it in my head. Or usually sometimes, like I think a lot. So I'm always keeping a pad or something beside me. So I'm always jotting down, you know what I'm saying, when the music is not playing. So it could be either or for me. But usually I see the writing process when the music is on. I think it take a little bit longer for me to write because the music is just on and it's just like
Distracting, so you need to zone out, get into your thoughts.
Like when we in the room writing, I'll walk off. I leave them in there listening to the music. I'll go walk off and then come back. Yeah.
It was like, yo, you got a
Yeah.
ghostwriter staff?
We all got our separate
Some
sessions. Like,
fire.
Yeah, come back with some.
Yo, we
fire.
still in the same vicinity.
we all got our like own little like
Yeah.
I might crawl to the corner or something, just throw my head. Everybody can be listening to the beat on speakers, but I got my headphones on because it's like you ever feel as though if you in a room by yourself, or even when you in the shower, you sing like you get a little bit more like emotion and stuff out.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel as though if I just put my headphones on and just seclude myself from everybody, I just feel like I can get more of that. More of that that you looking for, that feeling to put into the music. Right. That's what I'm really about.
It's going straight in.
Right. It's going straight in. No interruption.
Right.
Did any of you guys begin your career from battling?
I didn't actually begin my career in battling, but I've participated in a few battles, like when I was more in high school.
Yeah, like junior high.
Yeah, high school, junior high.
But it wasn't like we was out here trying to
battle. Right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But because you know how Philly and Jersey is like the battle.
Yeah.
The battle capital.
They go in.
And
They
this
be
rap
going
game,
in.
everybody's on some battle joint like, yo, we don't need no deal. I'm just trying to take everybody's head off.
Nah.
Yeah, my route was different. I wanted to make music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had stories to tell and stuff like that. So it was more like I wanted to be crafty. I just didn't want to battle.
And
so I'm sorry, go ahead.
And was any of you guys influenced by anybody from Philly?
Oh yeah. Basically, like, as far as you mean, like battle rappers or just artists?
Or just in general, probably.
Just artists.
Oh, there's artists in general, like the whole State Property, Beanie Siegel, Young Chris, Neef, you know, Petey Crack,
That's
Cassidy,
one of my favorite dudes.
Will Smith, like any
All
rapper you can I was about to say all of them. Any rapper you can basically come up with.
Schoolie D.
Like,
I was going to say, Widow, how about
The originator of gangster rap.
And
3ST. You know what I mean?
EST,
Yeah,
three
man.
times dope.
that was, we're going back.
Y'all showing y'all
They got
age.
joints out there. Philly
Y'all
got
showing
some
y'all
joints.
age right now.
Yo,
Yeah.
but there was a time when Philly was the joint. Cool C and
Like,
that
You got
that
it.
time that
Yeah.
Hilltop was it Hilltop
Hilltop
Hustlers?
Hustlers.
Hustlers. Yeah, it was that time when it was like, yo, bro, I go back in this. That's why I be
That's what I'm saying. Like
And,
people don't even know. Like they was like one of the first ones. Steady B.
They was the first ones to get a deal.
Yeah.
too, right?
And then they got the joint. They did the remix with KRS-One. Like no
Yeah.
other Philly artist did that with a New York
Yeah.
rapper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when Steady got with KRS, that was a good look.
And it was dope though.
Yeah.
It was dope music at that time
Yeah.
as well. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Philly's always had nice artists.
Artists, period.
You
I was
know
about to
what I'm
say,
saying?
I was definitely about to change the art because
Always
MC
had
Shan
nice
used to come
artists.
over here back in Philly when he first got started on pop art because that was in Philly.
it's like it's
Cats
some
used to
artists.
come over to Philly to record.
That's crazy. Definitely, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
It's some
shout out
big-
Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Cause it's a lot of artists. I was just watching a new Music Soul Child video yesterday. So there's so many other artists other than rappers that represent Philly or from Philly's like
Right.
just proud to be from the city. Like Jill Scott, Marsha Ambrosius, you know.
Even
Like
the Roots.
artists like
Marsha.
that. Like,
The Roots.
The Roots.
That
Jasmine
brought a whole
Sullivan.
nother. That's something that, you know, and I know we're talking about Raw Deal Squad, but that's something that amazed me about Philly is, but you kind of told me just now, and I didn't even think about it. You said the Muslim presence, right?
Right.
Like the way Philly has this, you know, this soulful groups,
Soul.
you know what I mean, and some even hip hop, you know what I mean, because you got the schoolie, I mean the Cool C's and the Steady B's and the, you know, State Property. They was thugging it out.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you got this hip hop that's kind of like, you know what I mean, the roots, and it's in there, it's in the mix.
Yeah.
And
Right.
nobody's looking at it funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was always interesting to me, how they could soul out
like
but thug out.
Yeah,
same
the balance.
time.
The balance was
Yeah.
so like camouflage. Like
Yeah.
you didn't bother questioning anything. Even like because of that State Property, nobody would question the roots. You know what I'm saying? It was something
Right.
like
That
where
name was
like
good. That
you
name
know what I'm saying?
solidified.
So
It
it
was
was
in
like
their own
it was like everybody was co-signing someone without co-signing.
Yeah.
Everybody solidified, baby.
Right.
Like
And the Roots rock with everybody, so that's why they get.
That's
mad
another
respect.
thing too. They show
Black
love
Thought's
to
one of
all.
the
Everybody.
Black
Right.
Thought, one of the
So-
nicest dudes ever.
What?
Yes.
So in terms of like business wise, right? Because you said all about, you know, showing people it's about the business. What is pretty much Raw Deal Squad's ideal situation? Like if you felt like, all right, we where we need to be, all we need to do is maintain it. What would that look like?
Oh man. As far as like being established.
Yeah, as far as musically, we would say.
Mm.
And if
That's a
I ain't
good
go,
question.
if I didn't go that far yet, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I said, we still building that brand and
Okay,
everything, you
okay.
know. So we not established like as
Okay.
far as achieving, but we're progressing.
Okay.
You know what
and
I'm
so what's the challenge right now for the brand? Like, what do you feel like is the biggest challenge for the brand right now?
Building it.
Building
the brand.
So getting the music out. Is it the hood? Does the hood bang with y'all? They like the music. So you're trying to move out from the hood? Or?
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, that's why
most
we
definitely.
stayed. Like for the last couple months, we stayed coming over here. We've been coming over here.
I love my city to death.
They staying.
I love my city to death. For the record, I love my city to death, but this world is way bigger than Philly. Like, there's so much more to do. Life is too short. Like, we got to get out there. We got to get out there.
It's like that family member. You know, like you love them, but you be like, I love you, but I can't be around you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's not just with music. A lot of greats, like, you know what I'm saying, like Sherman, Hemsley, Red Fox, everybody that came from Philly, they left Philly to go make it happen. Rather they went to California or New York. People know. You know what I'm saying? We got the talent, but we don't have the outlets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what really pretty much, you know, because we can't, like, but when we come here and we see Manhattan and all that, like, if we lived in New York, you know, like they say, this is the city that never sleeps. So every time we done been here in New York, we done been down Manhattan like 3 in the morning, and it's looking like it's 12 in the afternoon.
And I'll be perfect in this city because I never sleep.
And you got guys, like, you got guys every other corner, they handing out and they selling their CDs. In Philly, you go downtown, you're not gonna get that.
No.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have them outlets down there. We can't go down there expecting to run into somebody, you know what I'm saying, important or whatever. Rather it's an actor or an athlete or no.
And we take it for granted, you know. I'm hearing Stash tell us, and I'm listening. I'm like, I feel like I'm not about nothing. I ain't doing nothing with my life.
You make it in Philly, you can literally make it anywhere, man.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why they say we got so much talent, so many spitters, man. Like,
you gotta get out.
But that's
you
part of the
saying
grind.
that.
Like, we don't have a Def Jam office in
Yeah,
Philly.
you
We don't have
saying
Interscope in Philly. We don't have no Major League, none of that.
Def
Like,
Jam down the block.
if celebrities come to Philly, they most likely going to one of the tourist attractions, or they going right in their hotel, or doing handle their business. But ain't nobody hanging out. Like, I would have said, like, I got a habit of, you know, getting on people. Like, if I see somebody that resemble a celebrity, I'd be like, I call them that celebrity. I feel like we out in New York, I fucking really call somebody Bruce Willis or somebody. Like, it really be him, right?
War.
That's true.
That is something we take for granted, you know what I mean? And it's been documented, like you said. A lot of people from all over the country, they go where they know it's going to pop.
Make it,
and they make it happen.
Like, I hear these stories where people be like, man, I had $20 in my pocket. I went out California. Next thing you know,
all my clothes
stars,
in
like,
the car. I
didn't have a job, didn't have a plan.
The funny thing is,
story is real.
The funny thing is, I hear those stories and I stay looking at my pocket. I'm like, yo, is this gonna be my break? I got like $6 for this week. Is it gonna happen today?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be one of those people, man. To take this.
KRS One said he was sleeping out in Prospect Park.
Yeah, but it is real though, and everything is about consistency, man.
Yeah,
it's about being consistent, and you being consistent, you're gonna prove to somebody down the lane that you're about what you're about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. People want to invest their money in something that they know that they can believe in. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't see the vision, they can see the vision for you.
That's why I used to wish people luck. Like, if I see somebody grinding, doing their thing, I used to wish them luck, whatever. But I don't really do that no more because it ain't about luck. There's no such thing as luck. Like you said, if you put in that consistency, that hard work, and God willing, God willing,
it shows off.
If you know what I mean, it's going to happen.
Your blessings.
Luck,
right? Yes.
It
ain't got nothing to do with luck, good luck, bad luck. You
when I used to run in college, my coach he didn't believe in when people say, you know, I wish you luck in nationals, or how do you feel? And he was like, I feel great because my team is prepared.
You was a distance runner or a sprinter?
Sprinter.
Okay. I did both.
Oh, that's where that energy come from.
I know you was out. You long.
Elaine.
I know he was like.
Did you high jump?
I did a long jump, triple jump and a long jump.
Okay, I did triple.
I could not do the high jump.
She tried to get out. She tried to get at Jimbo. I did the triple.
Yeah. She trying to battle. She like, yo, so you know they got.
You want to go?
Yo, she like
sneakers.
Yo, she like, you know they got a little track around the corner, right? We can go do that.
First one to the elevator. Go, Jimbo.
I still got my spikes now. I still got my spikes somewhere in the basement.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So now, you know, we did ask about how's the brand going, and you know what made y'all say? Because I'm pretty sure all of us who kind of get into something, whether it's a talent or a hobby, what made y'all say, all right, what event I would say specifically made y'all say, you know what? It's time to take this serious, man. Let's start buckling up and getting it in.
Music is like, I've always been creative since youngin', and music has always been in the family. I started doing it at the age of like 9, 10 years old. And it's at a certain point, it was very early where I just decided like, look, like I got talent in this, and this is something I want to pursue a career in, music, entertainment. Like this is something I want to do.
But how did it look like to you that, all right, what was the next level? How did you separate it? Like it's a talent, but I'm going to take it dead serious. What was that process? What are we doing? You rhyming every night? Were you battling cats?
Basically just the people I had around me, like my family, my cousins and stuff like that I used to do music with, they wouldn't let me give it up, first of all.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I had that push, you know what I mean? Like
support.
People was like, yo, like don't give this up. Like I always say, I don't want to be that person 10 years from now where be like, yo, you used to be the shit, or what happened to you? Cause like I don't want to be that person. I want people 10 years from now and be like, yo, you still doing your thing, man. But it's basically like that motivation that kept it going. Like.
Okay. Sass, how about you?
With me, I come from a musically inclined family, so my mom and my dad both sing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my dad, Salim 83X. And, you know, so being around them and watching them travel around local areas and, you know, on their little charter buses that they had and doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got wind of that. And then as soon as hip-hop came along and I keened in on that and I started writing, and a lot of people don't know, I share my story. You know, I'm a cancer survivor, so
oh wow,
congratulations!
Yeah, thanks. Going through that pretty much, that was my downtime for me to be able to write. You know, being in the hospital back and forth for like a whole year straight, just being in there. So you know what I mean. It was like once I got well, that was my motivation to, you know, take it serious. Like trait came out my neck, I got my weight back, my hair back, and it was like. And, you know, that brother Six, that's my uncle. So he been with me since day one from diapers. So, you know what I'm saying? He motivates me and just kept pushing me and was like, he believed in me and would get me in little showcases and stuff like that. And people would get back to him like, yo, your nephew nice, man. Like, he doing raps. He ain't even cursing. So at them times, you know, I wasn't cursing or nothing like that.
Not in front of Unc.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not till I got a certain age. But other than that, like Jimmy said, man, it was, you know, just having that passion and the motivation and wanting to, like I said, tell a story, man, and just touch the world with the music, with little people I was touching it and feeling the music, you know. It's like, damn, let me see if I could, you know, do this worldwide. And we just ain't stopped then, you know, just kept going and trying to create. Level. Yeah, just trying to create that music. So when
Uncle's pushing you out there, was you like, oh, I don't really want to do all that? Yeah, I mean, you got me out in showcases, or you was embracing it?
No, I was embracing it.
Oh, that's deep.
I was embracing it. I ain't gonna front, man. I still get them butterflies and all that.
That means it's real.
That means that you're ready.
That means it's real.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that people who actually appreciate what we do is basically more bit of motivation, because it's like shows I go to, whatever, I see people, they listen to our music and you look at them, they really reciting your lyrics word for word. People even know your ad libs. Like that's some shit. That's some shit you only think of for like A-list artists and stuff like that.
Tell them what they tell you, man. I checked your IG.
I checked your ID. Yeah, I checked IG. Like messages all day, like from fans and other artists, and it's just that motivation. Like they really appreciate what we do. Not even just as artists, but as people. Period. Because the way we handle ourselves and our characters is like. We're not your average rappers, man. Like, we're not your average artists.
These guys, they're dope. The music is dope. And when you was hitting me up in action and kept hitting me, I'm like, these guys better be nice, bro. They better be nice. They keep hitting me up like you know, like you get messages from people like, yo,
like I said, I just did a rock and roll show last week.
And you be feeling some type of way. You be like, so I'm like, yo, they better be dope. They better be dope. Then when I heard that, I was like, oh,
right,
shit.
Like that's
they get busy.
I was like, oh shit. And what's dope is that like you guys don't sound
like we're from Philly.
The Diva joint I listened to, it kind of had a Philly feel to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the singing a little bit, because it was raw. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
raw. So it wasn't like you was trying to clean it up. It was like, no, this is how I'm presenting.
Right.
So it had the Philly feeling in there, and I liked it. But you guys didn't sound like what I was picturing. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
I was like, yo, these guys, like, are they kids or I didn't really know. Even looking at the picture, like, you still can't tell.
You know, but
like
the picture is definitely something that you kind of like. You see, all right. You see some experience. You see some wisdom. You know what I mean? You don't see no gimmicks. You don't see no clown. You know, I'm gonna just do this to rhyme.
Yeah,
right.
I swear to God, y'all look younger in person. Because in the pictures, I was like, these some OGs.
But the music,
I thought it was some like,
the music is
you know what I'm saying?
But the
50-year-olds coming in here
music-
like, yo, this is a situation. You know what I mean? Raw Deal Squad.
and the music, it's in touch with today, but it doesn't sound like, you know, it doesn't have that, you know, kitty thing.
Right.
It has some real substance to it. So I was like, yo, and I was really rocking it. Like this morning before I left, I was just like listening. I kept listening. I was like, yo, shit, I'm all into the hustle hard, red kick. I was like all over this shit. I was rocking with it. I was really feeling it. Yo.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now, yeah, you know, it's very few times like, you know, we meet, you know, a lot of artists, but some artists or groups, you feel like they've been out already. Like, y'all sound like y'all been out already.
Yeah.
We just like
That's
did we
what's
miss
up.
them? Like, did we miss them in the timeline of hip hop? But that's, you know, I guess, you know, that
right
speaks
there,
to you
man.
guys. You know what I mean? That
that's love.
speaks
I
to
appreciate
where
that.
y'all come from, how y'all feel about it. You know what I mean? It shows. It shows. So how do they get in contact with you on the social media side and all that?
Well, I'm on every social media site. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Actually, my Instagram and Twitter is at The Real Jim Bones. That's TheRealJimBones. I'm on Facebook at Jimmy Bones. I got a music page on Facebook, The Real Jim Bones. I even have my own website, www.jimmybonehead.com. And I want to advise everybody listening right now to please sign up for that free mailing list. Like I said, free mailing list. You get all the info on, not just me, but the whole Raw Deal Squad.
Yes, sir.
Free downloads, you know, all the, you know, everything.
Yes.
You know?
Right. And for me, Rob Stashes, that's ROBSTASHIZ. You find me on Twitter, IG, Facebook, SoundCloud, same name, all the same. I got my website too, www.robstashesrdse.com. Same thing like Jimmy. You sign up, you know, get some free music and keep up with everything we got going on, all exclusive events, where we gonna be, all that. You know what I'm saying? And for Raw Deal Squad, you can follow our music page on Twitter and on IG, Raw Deal Squad.
And
Got a good
Facebook.
infrastructure.
They got
a
a-
good infrastructure.
Yo,
Come on
and
now. The
Facebook.
brand is moving, baby.
They need to
Unc
blow.
got them in shape. Unc got them in shape.
They need to blow just because of their names alone. Like, forget the music. Like, just put them out there because of the names. The names is Jimmy Bones. Yo, bro, that name.
It's
Yo,
definitely some
announcing that
excitement.
Jimmy
name.
got soul. Right.
So as we put Bendito through it, you know what I mean? I think Unc saw
We gonna
us
see
doing
your
it.
skills
Yeah,
now.
man, we gonna get into the skills
gonna see-
right now.
Robert, you said
We gonna see where the deal is at now.
Let's go.
So we
Go,
got
Tay.
this game called Romantics, right? And it's one of our
Robert, you
guests
ready?
who's coming out with a hip hop game. It's already out. It's a hip hop game to kind of work on your vocab, your skills, your sentence structure. Could be for regular cats, it could be for artists, but it's a cool game. We like to enjoy it with everybody. All right.
That's what's up.
So since you guys, you know what I mean, y'all get it in. Do you want to go easy, intermediate, or intellectual? How does Philly want to set it off? You know what I'm saying? How Philly want to set it off? Easy, intermediate.
That's definitely
or
ain't no easy. We passed the easy part, so forget the easy part.
We go into intermediate?
You want intermediate?
Are you
Let's
sure?
go into intermediate.
You sure, man?
I mean,
I ain't never played
He
this
said
game,
it too late
man.
now. You can't go back now.
We going intellectual.
You know what I mean? It's like spades. Once you say your books, you
right,
can't go
exactly.
back, baby.
He say, you sure about that? Yo, you can find him on Jimmy Bones, JimmyBones.com.
wait. So how you play, real quick, though?
Okay.
So how you play? You say,
No. You know what he did,
Before I
though?
say that.
He threw the Philly in there, but then he's like, see, all right, we represent
You gotta
Philly now,
represent
so I
Philly.
just want to come with no easy shit. Like, we got it, yeah, I mean, but
So the game is there's on the card there's a sentence, and the last word on the sentence is what you got to rhyme with, but in a sentence. So it's like, I like Jimmy Bones. The government flies drones. So you got to keep the last word rhyming, and it got to be in the sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, hip hop wise, you know how hip hop plays it. You know what I mean? They'll do scissor, jizzerk. You know what I mean? You know how they play those games.
I'm hurt.
That's not. We playing strictly with the words. You know what I'm saying? Right to it. Letter. You know what I'm saying? Letter to letter. All right. So we're gonna set it off. Go intermediate. Coach Hallett.
Oh, we skipping already? Intermediate?
He said
That's
intermediate.
how easy.
Oh, no, he can't go back. He can't go back. Coach.
It's so easy. I want him to feel the pain.
Let's start it over.
I ain't ready for intermediate.
No, I know. You pick one.
Lucky number 7.
Ben, don't look at the bottom because the words is there on the back. Words is on the back.
All right, so
Yeah, read that.
don't be a brat.
Don't be a brat. So you got to get a sentence and rhyme with that last word. Set it off, Jim.
Don't be a brat with my dogs chasing cats.
Okay. Chasing cats. Pass that. Pass that. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Oh.
I gotta repeat what he said.
Nah,
No,
just
you got it.
rhyme it. Just rhyme the sentence.
We freestyling. You got the next line.
Don't be it. You said dogs scrap.
You said
With my
cat.
dogs
Cat
chasing
was
cats.
Oh, okay. Make sure when you eat, don't leave no scraps.
Okay. Now stop right there.
Oh,
So now that's the hip hop piece, right? So scraps, does it go with at?
is
They
that
say brat.
Brat.
Yeah.
So give it. We're gonna just give it back to him since we learning it.
okay?
Oh,
Say
okay.
brat.
I get it.
So you
now.
got to be the
Yeah.
exact. So
All right, no S.
yeah.
Brat.
No. You said scraps, right?
Right.
So it got to be AT.
The
AT
suffix,
at
it
the
got to be the same
Oh,
suffix.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So what did you say?
Cat.
He's
Cat.
a cat.
From where I'm from, they try to hide food from the rat.
There you go.
Okay.
Bang.
And I know where y'all from, so I'ma check my gat.
Sometimes when I score 50, I look at my stats.
Ooh. I see y'all out here, but I don't have any tats.
Tats.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. We're trying to see until the clock goes down.
All
Whoever
right.
get caught with
So
it.
it got the S on it now?
And
Nah.
if I got my gat, then give
Tat.
me that. Give me that.
Give me that.
All
That.
right.
And if you say give me that, I send them when send me that.
So it got stuck on. It got stuck on stack. It got stuck on stack.
Can we-
So we have bat, cat, chat, flat. Oh, fat or flat, hat, mat, nat, pat, slap, bat, then
Oh, all
Next.
right.
all right.
mat.
So we now intermediate. We in intermediate now. So last one got hit. It was the clock fell out on stack.
Okay, lucky.
So now
So
it's
he
actually gonna
started.
pick. Who picked first that one? You picked, right, Jim?
Okay.
All right.
So we in intermediate now.
Intermediate.
Don't look at the bottom. Don't turn it
Oh,
around.
this.
We speak in code.
Cool. Okay. Set it off. Set it off, Rob.
Wait.
So he got to rhyme with code.
I know.
Sentence
I'm
that rhyme
trying to
with
think
code.
about it.
Sentence that rhyme with code. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Damn.
Sentence that. Let me see. It's a story that gotta be told.
Told. Okay.
But-
Do you want to code told? Do you think that rocks?
We
What do
will
you
let
think?
it. We'll
You let
let
it.
it rock.
Okay.
Still
From
gotta
Philly,
be
let it rock.
DE.
Let it rock. Let
I'm
it
from
rock.
Philly. We let it rock.
I gotta check that stuff before it corrode.
Corrode. All right. I know when y'all drove
know.
down, it was
don't know.
it was a lot of traffic on the road.
I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but every story is told.
He said told.
Told.
Didn't
You
he
said
say-
no. I don't know.
He said told.
Yeah, I said told.
I don't know. I'm about to be stuck.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
See where that going?
What around with hold?
Hold. Okay. Hold. Told. Hold. Code.
And they say Jimmy got soul, my soul can't be sold.
Sold. See, Rob gonna get caught again.
Make sure you live healthy and stay away from mold.
You may have to win that round.
Took my
it.
shit. I thought I was bold.
Oh!
And
Don't grow. I'm cold. I mean, I thought you was done, but you came in last minute.
Oh, these are hard.
What he said? What's those?
Explode.
Oh, okay.
Road. Load.
Load.
These are hard words.
That's
mold, no.
That's intermediate. All right, let's go next level. We intellectual. We're going to close out with intellectual.
Now we going to the smart guys.
Intellectual.
Hard.
You'll go back to Bribe on that one? Don't you trying to look at the answers?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Coach trying to cheat over here.
I'm not trying to cheat.
There you go. All right. What you got?
Let it burn.
Let it burn.
Let it burn? All right. That ain't too bad.
So what's so intellectual about that part?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. So we gonna let it burn. E, it's your turn.
Okay. Ain't nothing to learn. It ain't nothing to learn.
Ooh. I don't know.
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, poor
Let it
you.
burn.
Let it. Yeah, that's the sentence. I'm trying to say it again. We paid attention.
Let's
I'm
go.
stuck.
Oh, poor you.
Oh, you got to pass then.
Yeah, pass. I'll lose that round. You lucky.
Let it burn. We finna kill the game and put the ashes in the urn.
I knew I was gonna say Earn too. See, Rob gonna come through last minute like it did last time.
Lunchtime.
That's hard. Burn.
We grind, but we also move on our own term.
Term, earn. We'll let that slide go. Bravo's caught. He's caught out there. It's too late, man.
I just got the mic.
Yeah, you ain't have none anyway.
I was gonna say yearn.
Yearn. Yeah, yearn
So
to
what are the
earn.
words?
What's the words?
We got adjourn, churn, earn, fern, hern, learn, stern, turn.
Oh, stern.
You try to rhyme out there, bro.
Hey,
Rhyme.
hey.
Fern,
Skirt,
fern, sperm,
skirt,
earn, and earn. I
Right.
did say yarn, so I was saying yarn, so I'm in it. I guess
Shout out the Raw Deal Squad, man.
So
They
what if you
support
say
us,
something
man.
that's not even on there?
Top point of view, man.
What you said, Jim? What you say?
That's
Hey,
what
what
I
happened?
like.
If you say a word that wasn't on the card, I mean you get extra points or something, a cash prize.
You actually
Goose point.
Cash prize.
That's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to find a way that, you know what I'm saying, if you mess up, lose or something, we could kind of like maybe take some points away or give something like that. But we starting to learn it as well. We learned it as well.
That's
Okay.
what's
It's
up.
fairly
That's
new.
what's up.
But
That's
thanks
a
for trying it
pretty
out
cool
with us,
game.
man.
Hey,
you know?
man, I like that. That's
Yeah, that's
what's
cool
up.
right
cool,
there.
man.
Like
It's
you
cool.
said, it
Are
keep
we
you
gonna
on your
finish them off?
toes.
Keep you on your toes. Everybody could play. What'd you say?
We're going to finish them off with the, when I say,
Oh, yeah. So we trying this joint, right?
So
Right.
we working
Trying-
on this chant.
We're working
Our
on this
chant.
chant, right?
Okay.
So our show's a hip hop point of view, right?
Right.
So we're trying to break it down. If like we've been doing speaking engagements and stuff like that. So we need a crowd interact, a call and response. All right. So I'm gonna try to call and response. You let me know what you think. Be brutally honest. Ready? Okay.
brutally
honest.
honest.
When I say hip, you say hop, right?
Right.
When I say hip, you say hip.
Hop.
Hip.
Hop.
You not involved? What you doing?
I thought you were talking to him.
Come on, it's our shit.
You the one
It's
who
our
made
shit
it
and you
up.
ain't doing nothing.
Made
Let's
it
go.
up.
I
I need you to fix
I
him.
thought you was trying to see them.
I'm about to give you the unk right now. Whip him in the shake, man. What's going on here?
Real good.
Come on, man.
Let's go.
Sit back.
Let's go.
He the one made it up.
Yeah, no, man.
I was. You see, I was.
He leaning back like
I was
he
cornered.
unk.
I was
He
like,
think he unk.
I was like, hey.
All right, ready?
He's the hype man.
Let's go.
Let's go. So when I say hip, you say hop. Hip.
Hop.
Hip.
Hop.
When I say point of, you say view. Point of. View. Point of. View. What do you think?
That's hot.
Yeah, we got it.
Straight
It
basic.
works.
It's basic.
It works.
Right there.
It works.
So it's a
Simple.
go. So you say it's
There
a
you
go?
go. It's a go.
All right, Raw Deal
It
says
works.
it's a go. It's a go. That's what
It's
we
a
do.
go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raw
Co-sign
Deal
that.
Squad. Appreciate y'all coming down all the way from Philly.
Appreciate you having us, man. Shout out Hip Hop Point of View, man.
Thank
The
you.
whole
Thank you.
team, man.
Thank you.
We're going to
thank
take
you.
some pictures, do some promos.
Let's
we
go.
out.
Yeah.
PHANTM. Now let's get a little closer. Now let's get yo, chocolate body, curves like a new Bugatti, and when I hit that body, rush like a blue tsunami. Yeah, we tidal wave loving, sweating like a sauna, plus it's hotter than the nothing. Yeah, and we making love faces. Fresh batch, but only me and her could taste this. Squirt that love juice, I won't waste one drip. Love how them toes curl as I let my tongue twist. Explore them galaxies, Aldrin, light year. Whip chains and handcuffs, my flight gear. Switching positions, taking turns on top. Neighbors think my name is, oh God, don't stop. Now let's get a little close.
Now we enjoying every minute. Got the camera rolling, we performing start to finish. Director yelling action, I love making this art. So when I ain't around, she act like we worlds apart. It always feel amazing, something like the first time. High school crushing, met her at lunchtime. Trying to put the words, these feelings, there's no denying. These words can't express, but give me credit for trying. She ride me so good, I swear I feel like I'm flying. And she ain't letting go, it feels so good that she crying. Tie me to the bedpost, now I'm a love slave. Milk, cotton flow, they couldn't find us for days. I ain't lying. Close, close, yeah. Now let's get a little closer, closer, closer. Yeah, yeah. I wanna get a little closer. Let's get a little closer, closer, closer. Yeah, yeah. Let's get a little closer. Get close, get close. Now can we get a little, get close, get close, get close. Now can we get a little, get close, get close, get close. Now get closer, get close, get close, get close. Now get closer. Now let's get a little closer, closer, closer. Yeah, yeah. Now let's get a little closer. Yeah, yeah. Can we get a little closer? Yeah, let's get a little closer, closer. Can we get a little closer? Just a little bit. Just a little, just a little bit closer. Just a little, just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer.
Heroes Headquarters. Heroes Headquarters. Heroes Headquarters. Heroes Headquarters.
Yeah. 1 2
Yo.
1 2 1 2.
Back in business, back in business.
Yeah, real squad.
Real Raw Deal Squad. Appreciate y'all got the CD, man. Bendito.
Thank you.
Everybody, thanks for coming down. We got Uncle Mike in the building, man.
Yes.
Yo, first, I want to say, Uncle Mike, man. I was telling Shantae earlier. When I started running down who Uncle Mike helped us with, Shantae was like, for real, the dude that's coming today? I'm like, yeah. Uncle Mike has been slowly word of mouth. And we're going to put you on the spot right now.
Oh, man. I'm humble, though, but go ahead.
We're going to put you on the spot.
We had this long conversation.
I'm humble.
Mike, there's a lot of people that you meet in your travels that I'm pretty sure you do a lot for.
Mm-hmm.
What helps you to say, you know what, I'm going to keep little old hip-hop point of view in mind? What in the back of your mind says, you know, I'm going to keep looking out for these little brothers doing their thing?
Well, first and foremost, appreciate you guys for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, you guys are not little. All right? All right? You guys are doing a lot of work.
Thank you.
Just for the culture itself. You know, you guys are doing a lot for hip-hop. I mean, the title of the show speaks a lot. So, you know what I mean? So it's not one thing like you guys are not doing no little things. You guys are doing major things and whatnot. And, of course, like anything, you know, when the opportunity presents itself, you know, you guys are shining a little more for like a bigger platform per se, but you guys are doing your thing. You guys ain't doing nothing different than what anybody other radio station is doing.
True,
You know what I mean?
you got it right. That's the funny part. And Bendito, I was going. And I thought you were coming out with your show. I remember you had talks of coming out with a show. What happened with that? Because that's when we were gonna hang it up. Because we wasn't gonna go against you. I swear to God, we was gonna wrap it up. That'd have been the last show.
Oh, man.
No,
As soon as this show opened, we'd have closed.
No, we was trying to do well, we still are, but the timing isn't right. We're gonna do PBM Sports.
Okay.
And it's just pretty much we're just gonna talk about sports. Just like right now we got PBM TV. Of of course, we got the production stuff. Then we got the music 101. I'm missing something. We got the art. We got artists. What else?
I know you got the tours, the college tours.
The music 101 college tours. So yeah, we're doing a lot. So once we figure out the timing and put the right people in place to do the PBM sports, that's when we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But right now the focus is pretty much just like PBM TV, comedy sketches. So for those listening, when you think about In Living Color, Dave Chappelle, Mad TV, times 20 all in one.
So we talking about is it particular subjects, or like are you focusing on politics? You focusing, or is just everything?
Everything. We, like I said, when you think about those major shows, and you think about what they brought, not just to the everyday as far as laughage is concerned, but when you talk about everything and what they do as far as how many people came out of that, what they brought in terms of like when you talk about politics and like SNL and all that kind of stuff, we doing all that in one.
Yeah, and a lot of people came out of that stuff. They covered a lot of topics. They covered artists, like they did the Prince. They're famous for doing Prince.
Yeah, we do. Like how we got it lined up. We got I figured we put 3 parts of the arts. So we have a spoken word person that's going to set up the actual episode. Then we have
on a joke side.
No,
on a straight up side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like he or she to be speaking about the particular characters. Like we have different characters and stuff like that. So they pretty much is going to give you an insight to what this episode is going to be about. And then we have the actual episode, and then we'll have the artist to close it out.
Oh wow!
So
now, is the artist aligned with the episode too?
No.
Okay.
Just,
I'm about to say,
give them that platform.
Yeah, that was genius.
Platinum Boy genius.
No, just give them that platform. Just
and
then
let them do what they doing. Okay. So, Mike, at this point, you got your hand in every goddamn thing. It seems like.
Nah, not really. It's a little bit, not so much though. Me and A, being Amadeus, he always be like, I don't know how you multitask, but you just doing too much. But I'd be like, that's just how I rock.
Yeah.
I could do 50 million things.
So what's the key? What's the key to that? Because Mike, I know something's taking an L. Right?
No, nothing is taking an L. I mean, of course, when you talk about the mind, body, and soul, that may be taking an L because I'm not getting as much sleep, wherever the case may be. I find time to get sleep, but may not be as much.
Yeah.
But at the same token, none of the endeavors that what we have going on is taking a back seat, so to speak.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm gonna start.
Can I ask some?
Okay.
Let me ask about. You had an interesting line, man.
What's the line?
That spoons and forks.
Oh, dude.
You had an interesting line.
SNF?
Yes, B.
Hungry for success?
I had so much love for it because it was real, it was unique, it was real different, and it was ahead of an era in the time now. Like, now people are starting to, like, kind of, put those things together. Put those type of ideas together when you had it. You had some real interesting things about it.
SNF?
Yeah.
SNF is coming back. For one, like, one-man show at the time, so it was hard for me to balance PBM, SNF. So I had to put SNF on the back end, just like with the Teen Exposure Project, the mission state, that whole human mission service we have going on under PBM. So it's like I had to take a step back as far as SNF is concerned.
Yeah.
But we got some dope, talented interns, so I'm just gonna let them, do their thing and whatnot. So I'm gonna let them do that. So expect some of the stuff to come back, because I mean the how can I word this? The ideology behind SNF, the statement itself is hungry for success. That applies to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Everybody's hungry for success. So now when you figure we just start like putting stuff together along those lines, and then I feel like one of the most powerful shirts that we got,
that they don't care.
They don't care.
That was my point.
They don't care.
That was it.
That was my joint right
was
there.
something that I mean, of course, like anything, when me and A, like even when we do like Music 101, we uplifting hundreds of people and stuff like that. But we don't get the same amount when it comes to Instagram, the same amount of likes when we say like when we drop Perfect with Chris Brown and Dave East.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 50 million likes with that. But then when we do the Music 101, we get like 300 likes.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yo. And just like with the They Don't Care. I remember when we had Hip Hop Is In My Blood, and it was pretty much like catered towards, it had a tape deck on it, spoons and forks on it, had Hip Hop Is In My Blood, and that took off. But They Don't Care, I'm like, how y'all don't respect that They Don't Care?
I think you know what it was though. I think people were scared
to
wear it, and and I wore it, and I showed, and I think people was just afraid to take that. To take it in.
I don't think people are scared. You know what I mean? Because people wear so much more risque and more, I would say, obscene stuff. But I think what Mike is pointing out, and this is why your work is so divine in its presence and its mission and purpose, is because
appreciate you.
People don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to deal with that. You don't want to. You want to live in the fantasy of what life has to offer, or what the visuals tell you, but you don't want to really think about what does he mean by They Don't Care. You know what I mean? That's a conversation starter. It's a powerful conversation. You know what I mean? And if you feel a certain way, if you walk into an area like just now, RawdealSquad, they said they did a rock concert. Right? They did a show at a rock concert, and they were there. Imagine them wearing a They Don't Care shirt. People might feel certain, like, who are they talking to? What does that mean? And it could spark so many different things.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to have that conversation.
And the crazy thing, that was the intention. It was strictly to be a conversation starter.
Yeah. Absolutely. You could tell that.
Yeah.
It was strictly to be a conversation starter. Because this is before, I mean, of course, we've, tackled those injustice, stuff like that. But this was before it kind of took off. Like, even before, like, the Trayvon Martin.
It started being, it was before Black Lives Matter.
So it was just like, I just came up with it to be like, that can apply to your boss. It can apply to somebody step on your shoes. Like they just don't care.
It can be for the homie. It could be for the homie that claim he's supporting you.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah. It could be for your dad. That's not in your life. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope. I liked it, man. I love that.
I thought it was dope. And I knew exactly where he was going with it. And he had a lot of messages like that, with the line.
I like that.
I
would use it.
Yeah,
They don't care.
Are you still have those shirts ready? Because Shantae's obviously making a purchase right here on camera.
I mean,
I need one, man.
Do I it's funny.
I care.
Mike probably got some tucked away in the bottom of the suitcase.
Oh,
somewhere.
You know what's crazy,
somewhere.
right? Let me tell you, it's crazy. So right now, like I'm packing. That's why I'm late. Sorry, packing. I'm moving. Right.
Really? So, moving from where to where?
I'm still in Harlem.
Okay, cool.
Still expensive.
We thought you was leaving.
Still
expensive.
Harlem.
Thought he was going somewhere. I was like, damn, he's leaving us.
So I'm still in Harlem. So I'm packing. I'm like, I come across these shirts. It's like 7 They Don't Care shirts. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I had some shirts. Like, I thought I got rid of all the inventory and whatnot. But I guess that's a sign.
It's a large in that bag?
Or small?
I'll
scoop it up, man.
I think it was a large.
Yeah, hold that one for me, Mike.
Small.
Stop playing.
Shante said, "That's my language."
Stop playing, Mike.
Small
hold that large for me, man.
Coach Small Tay Howard. But now I'm pretty sure looking at all these projects that you were doing, were a lot of these missions or ideas that you had in your mind parked and you were ready to put in gear, or is this pretty much a collective of projects you're putting in order?
Well, I looked at it so. Give people some background information. So, of course, VP of Platinum Boy Music Production Company, me, Amadeus, multi-platinum producer. Trey Songz was directing drummer, Bad Boy Hitman, and so forth. We've been fortunate to produce for over 70 artists, major artists. So you're talking about J-Lo, you're talking about, of course, Chris, Trey, Jeezy, Wayne, Game,
the list goes on.
Yeah, right.
The list goes on.
That's
a whole other show.
It's the who's who. That's what journalists say. The who's who of the music industry.
So now, we did that. So now I was just like, I'm just assessing. I'm like, all right, cool. We got to come up with like like Warren Buffett said, we got to have 7 streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? We got to start doing more things. So I was like, you know what? Everyone wants to be a part of the music industry. So we got to educate them. They don't know them, but so just do the music 101. So I was like, all right, cool. So now we put the music 101 up there. So now we're going on year 3 of doing the music 101.
Congrats on
that. Thank you.
Congrats.
You know, we've been to over 35 schools all across the country. So we did that. Now I was like, all right, cool. We got that going on. We got the production. Let's throw some artists in there. So now we're working with artists now too as well. So
on the tour.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. No. This is artists from PBM. So
okay, got you.
So Flyboy Maestro and then Captain D-Mac. So we got those 2 artists. Of course, working with them, and now we have the PBM TV stuff too as well. So yeah, just working.
So just creating those revenue streams, see what's popping, what's generating income, growing the empire.
Yeah, and this is, you know what? I'm not even. But we're not even chasing money because it's gonna come. If the quality is there. Excuse me, my allergies. Sorry, I've been packing all day. So
no, it's that cologne that Bravo. Bravo has this cologne mic. I'm telling you, it will knock you out in the next 5 minutes.
So yeah.
All right. So now everybody looks at what you're doing. They're like, yo.
They are? I ain't know nobody's looking. Oh, shoot, man.
A lot of people are looking. They might not give you those likes.
Them 50,000 people that's screening through your joint,
man, they looking for real?
They ain't saying nothing, but they looking.
They might not give you those likes, but they're paying attention. What would you ultimately like, and this is terms of in your heart, what would you like to be popping right now?
What you mean?
Like in terms of all of the particular projects. What's your favorite project or something that's really kind of dear to your heart?
Music 101.
Okay.
Music 101. Yeah, educate, empower, inspire, and transform. You know, that's our mission statement over at PBM. And everything of what we do is along those lines as far as, helping. So if it's anything, it'll be the Music 101.
Okay.
But
That's big.
They all get equal love because I don't want to say nothing. We got a whole bunch of comedians and whatnot on PBM too. Well, he don't like the PBM.
You got Mike looking at it. If you're not a comedian that's educating, empowering, and transforming,
you see the phone blink up, be like, I got a joke for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got a joke for you, man.
You are off this set.
So shout out to everybody that's doing that. We got Trav Q, we got KG, which is Crystal Gardner.
Yeah.
We got Azia, Gloria, Dustin, Spiffy, Kels, Shy.
You got a
Donnie.
few. You was recruiting for a second.
Yeah, we definitely got a crew, and it kind of like took off organically.
Yeah.
Once I had a conversation with folks, and folks, believed in it and they bought into it, it just became so much easier. So we got like Donnie, who's from Detroit, who's extremely funny. Trav is doing his thing.
Yeah. Trav's a fool. Goddamn.
Azia's doing her thing and whatnot. Like, you see her in
Mr. Commodore
joints. Gloria too has been featured in one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we.
How are you recruiting the comedy people?
Just having conversations with folks. You know what I mean? Some folks will hit me up. Some folks I just handpick. So it's like. Depending on the vibe and whatnot. Of course, we get a lot of people that are interested in stuff like that. But like I said, if the vibe is not there and the energy is not there, then it's like I don't know how successful this is going to be with you involved.
Yeah,
because you're all over the place and stuff like that. But yeah.
What about is it any exclusiveness? Like, are they because they are working for Platinum Boy?
Working with.
Okay,
Don't change that up.
So there's no exclusive ties, right? It doesn't limit them from doing projects with
they
other
could do
people.
whatever, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like, I don't tie anybody down. No freaky. You know what I mean? Just let everybody, work. You know what I'm saying? If you got the autonomy to do it, and you got, make it happen. Just like with the artists, like, we work with You know what I mean? Like, not every production is going to be from Amadeus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've never worked like that. So you're like, okay, if you like something here, cool. You know what I mean? If the vibe is going there, all right, cool. You know.
And so you have a production team as well?
For
like a couple of producers on Platinum Boy Music, or it's just Amadeus?
Nah, it's just A. No, we have other, you know, producers that's, you know, under the wing per se. But like, say if the artist, like for Captain D-Mac, Hold, that's doing extremely well, you know, dancehall tune and stuff like that. Like, that wasn't produced by A, that was produced by a good brother named Ricky Belford up in Long Island and whatnot. And then, you know, A was just like, all right, cool, like, you guys have something going on. You know, what can you recreate again and stuff like that. So, you know, we don't tie nobody down and stuff like that.
Cool. And with that, and with the comedy going on and everything, I know your hand is directly inside everything like that. How much is Amadeus involved in this as well, considering that, you know, he's producing and he's drumming and
drumming. Forgot about the Dre's.
Oh, so I reminded
residency
you.
and whatnot. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Those back and forth trips to Vegas and whatnot with the residency.
Wow. Like Wayne Newton now.
It's crazy because he's the only drummer out there that has a residency.
Yeah, I've never seen it. That was big, man.
Wow. And that's
congrats to y'all and him, man.
And
it's a big deal.
Well, yeah, thank you. Of course, shout out to A. Yeah, you know, it's crazy because Dre's is also the biggest, you know, hip hop club in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was in. Like, Vegas is, I mean, Dre's is so intense. It's like you literally gotta sleep you gotta get at least 16 hours in to handle that because Dre's is so much going on in Dre's.
It's manic.
They got all type of stuff going on. They got the fog machine going. They got confetti coming out, dancers, and you know, you got the superstars coming in there.
Every day's a show.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Then when you factor in, you got the artists and stuff like that that's coming in there. You know, so it's just like really intense. And you got the drumming and all that. And then kind of out of that, we created the DJ versus Drummers set too as well. So, but yeah. But going back to your question though, sorry, bro, because you hit that Dre.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean add into the confusion.
It's part of it.
Yeah. No, A is very involved. He's actually going to be featured in a few too as well.
Oh, the comedy joints.
Oh
wow.
So that's going to be interesting.
Getting his acting chops going.
Yeah, because he's actually been asked to do a few roles and stuff like that. So this is going to be very, very interesting to have him do it. But this is comedy, and this is what we like to do. We like to laugh. So this is going to be right down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do nothing drama. This is going to be right down his lane and stuff like that. So this will be cool.
Yeah, have a good time. Enjoy it while you're doing it.
Put him in like a wig or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, put him, you know, make a character up out of him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, drummer, you know, the drummers that probably never made it. You know what I'm saying?
Amadeus, the producer drummer, versus Amadeus, the
entertainer,
the musician, and all that stuff.
So yeah.
So you know, we want to get into our game with you, Mike.
Oh man,
don't think you was getting out of here, man.
Oh man,
yeah, real quick.
Shantae, let's move and groove with Uncle Mike.
Let me see what we shaking. What's
his game's called It's called Platinum Boy Music.
Oh really?
Now this game is called Rhyme Antics.
I didn't
authorize this.
He said, "Word, we created the game."
I said, "Wow, like I ain't speak to nobody on this one."
Rhyme Antics is basically a game to hip hop based game that helps with your vocabulary.
Oh man.
And your literary skills.
Ooh.
Right? So one of our guests, Lil Miss Calloway, she came by and we thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this is up your alley. Now, the rules of the game is you have to hear the sentence and rhyme the sentence. Rhyme the sentence's last word.
Say that one more time.
So if you say, I'm here with Uncle Mike, he came in on a bike.
Oh, okay.
And it has to be a sentence, and that last word has to rhyme. Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right. So we're gonna do easy, intermediate, or intellectual. Mike, you look like an intellectual. I'm just saying that right now. The way you talk.
Some may say.
3 minutes.
But I want to I want to just check out the easy part.
Oh, let's check out the easy, right? Always cop and plea.
Yeah.
You know, Mike gonna cop plea.
So I just pick any?
Yeah, then I'll read the sentence.
Let me go with the number 3. You remember what 3 is?
It's my favorite basketball player number.
Okay. Read that.
As soon as I'm done.
Give him the mic. It's your mic. Get to it. Set the timer off. Get the timer going.
And then I just start like flowing and stuff like that?
Yeah. Just one sentence, and the last word got to rhyme.
After word done?
Oh, but
Time's moving, Mike. Pressure.
I can't say 1.
Yes, you can.
oh yeah.
Okay, I said 1.
Okay, so
As soon as I'm done.
in a sentence.
Okay. I think I just won.
You think it's just one? One. Go. Pass. Let's go, Brav.
Oh, we all playing.
No, we all playing.
Well, he said he just won, but I am number 1.
Number 1. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am second to none.
I don't know if I can use this word, but
Go.
I'll give it a try. This show is so much fun.
You can try.
You can try it. That's good.
Okay.
Let's go. That'll go. Fun.
Let's say. No, I'm not gonna say that. 'Cause I was gonna say that's pretty dumb. But you can't use that or whatnot. So all right. So I don't want to use the easy one. I want to go with intellectual one.
You want to go intellectual now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go right to intellectual.
Is it too late?
No. Let's go into intellectual.
Okay.
Let's go right into
Let's go real
it.
quick.
We got 2 minutes. Let's go into intellectual. Bang. Read that sentence. Don't turn it around. Read it out.
You.
Oh, me? So once I read it, then you got to say the word.
Yeah.
You got to kick it off.
No, you want to read it and
And
then
say the
kick your
sentence.
rhyme, and then I'm gonna kick my rhyme.
Okay.
This is
Opulence
hard.
has a lure.
Opulence has allure.
And I like. I don't know. Let me see the word I want to use here. God damn it.
You want to get intellectual, right?
Yeah, right.
You want to do intellectual.
Allure.
Allure. Opulence has allure.
And I can't say and I'm out the door.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
out the door.
out
Out the
the
door.
door.
Out the door.
Pass
Oh,
it.
shoot,
Okay,
alright.
go.
I had to be like, I thought it was like, like a syllable.
But what if I was to say the word cellular?
Cellular.
Cellular.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So opulence has allure, but are you sure?
Ooh.
Fabulous album is a galore.
Galore?
Galore?
Galore is the word.
It didn't make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
We gotta go.
Galore. And I just walked out the door. There's a word. Damn it, I don't know.
Hey, we got him. This passage is stuck. Let's see the word. Look at the words, Mike.
How
See,
do you use tenure?
what words?
Soar. Oh, cure.
boy.
Galore is on there.
Galore's
Look at
on there?
that. Bang, bang.
Galore.
Okay.
Before,
Bang, bang.
explore, ignore.
Tenure's
Soar,
there.
bore.
Bones.
Oh, you could have said couture. Ooh.
Okay, all right. Mike, first of all, we got 1 minute to close out. Thank you for coming. You know, it's
That's
always
dope.
love when you
Thank
come
you.
by.
Thank
We got to
you.
set that game off with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Properly, now that you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Tell them how to get at you if they're paying attention.
Sure. Uncle Mike, PBM on everything. However you spell my Uncle. UNCLE PBM. PBM.
And next project I got working on.
The next project working on. We got a few records. It's about to come out. Some records with Chris, a few other folks and stuff like that. Of course, PBM TV. We start shooting that the actual episodes next week, and then we are shooting the spoken word and the artist part of it now, stuff like that.
Okay. Uncle Mike family coming down. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let's take some pictures, do our promos.
Heroes Headquarters.
So Mike, you